some things. Create the ICO stream of videos, series videos.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Hi, welcome to Motivation Monday. Like during Motivation Monday, I will tell you how my week was, and then we will discuss the quote of the week. And after that, I want to tell you what I'm going to do in a couple of days, so the next coming week. So let's start. First thing first, how was my week? My week was interesting. Thing is, I got an assignment and I need to do some research about ICO, and it was rather difficult because when you look at the ICO, not a lot of country has that regulated, and the problem with that is in some country you're allowed to do this, and other country you're not allowed to do that, and some country do their best to protect their citizens, and some country they don't care. I'm not saying they don't care about the citizens, but they don't care about ICO. So it's difficult to find the rules about that. So I did some research about that, and I have to say it was a little bit complicated because technically you know how the financial law work in some country, but then if you look at the ICO, you see, for example, that the lawmaker is doing his best in order to make sure that ICO will be regulated on the current law. But the problem is the way how they make certain kind of arguments. It makes sense, but it doesn't mean when it applies for that situation also apply for this situation. So it was rather difficult request, and I look at it and I have to say what people always do in order to make sure that they get what they want. I have to say I'm a little bit impressed, but it also sounds like the lawmaker is really desperate. So yeah, I'm just saying. The thing is, you will understand what I'm going to talk about later. Not later in this video, but later in a couple of videos, because I decided to make a guide for people that are into ICO, what they need to watch out for, and what they need when they are offering certain kind of ICO in different country. The thing is, some country has rules, some country don't, but it doesn't mean you are not bound by other rules. So let me give you an example. If I create ICO and I offer ICO, if I offer to a country where ICO is regulated, doesn't matter where I'm at in the world, the company can be sued by the government from other country, but it depends on the situation. So I'm not going deep into that in this video, but in a couple of videos I will explain what ICO is and how it's regulated and what you need to watch out for, and when you create a white paper or other things, what you need to watch out for a certain kind of country. Hopefully when I have enough information, I will try to do it per every country so you have a clear view of what's going on. So that's the thing. And yeah, it was some difficult requests, but I'm glad I did it because I know some things about the country, but I didn't know that some people will go that far in order to regulate something while it's technically not regulated. But you understand that in the upcoming series videos I'll make about ICO. I already wrote a plan here and how I'm going to do that. So that was the difficult part this week. Second part was there are some things that I needed to figure out, like I'm teaching besides this, and there was some things with some students that I needed to make sure it went well, because when you're teaching something you want to make sure that the people understand what's going on, and you also want to make sure that that the students get confident in what they are doing. And I find that really important, because as soon as they are confident in something, you know they're going to do the best in order to get the highest grade. And if they're not confident, it's going to be a problem, because even if you know the rule, you understand how it works, if you still have anxiety doing the test, it can ruin your day, or it can ruin your test. So that's my week, and that's how I look at things, and I'm trying to make the best of it. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to look at the quote of this week, and let me see if I can put that on the screen. Let me see. Yeah, this is the quote of the week. Interesting. Let's see. I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the gaming winning shot and miss. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed. Michael Jordan, yeah, inspiration. So I really like this quote because it's giving you an idea that it can go wrong the first time, second time, the third time. Doesn't matter, it can go wrong. The question is, how can you move forward? And you see here, he failed a lot of times, and because of those failures, he is getting somewhere. He succeed. So you have a couple of people that give up after a couple of times, and they'll be like, okay, I cannot do it. I can understand that you give up, you don't trust it anymore. But for me, if I look at it's inspirational because I see some sign of it. Let me give you an example. When you do something and you do it a lot, if you don't see change, there's something wrong. You give up. Been there, done that. Thing is, when you see some change, and even if it's a small little change, it will encourage you to go further. So for me, let's say I'm making a lot of videos, and some of them will do good, some things will be bad. I understand that, but because of the analytics, I can see, oh, you're booking progress. Because of what people are saying, you will see, hey, you're booking progress. When people come to you, hey, I want to do this for you, I want you to do this for me, you're seeing you're booking progress. And I think it's the small steps that matter. What he's saying here, yes, I did a lot of things wrong, and I missed a lot, but based on those things, I got better. So I think it's really inspirational, and I can learn a lot from it. And the way how I see it, I'm not there yet. I'm getting towards there, and a lot of mistakes I'm going to make. I can see that in the things that I make. Some things are good, some things are bad, but it will get better with time because I'm learning from it. So it's interesting. I really like this quote. Let me know what you think about this quote in the comments. So yeah. So what's my planning for upcoming week? Upcoming week, I'm gonna do some things. I'm gonna create the ICO stream of videos, series videos. Thing is, I need to decide how I'm going to do this because it's not an easy task, and you need to look for some country. And the problem with this is rules can change really fast, and when the rules change really fast, your information about the video cannot be up to date. So the best thing is to live stream it, because when it change, you can live stream it again and talk about the changes. So that's something I need to consider. Also, I need to think about this week. And besides that, I need to teach, help some students out. But based on that, I think when this is ready, it's going to help a lot of people make some decision, because you see a lot of companies want to use ICO, but a lot of country, some big country, they think they have things regulated, but you can put some question mark on the laws that they are having right now and the things that they don't have. So I'm gonna talk more about that. I think I'm gonna do a live stream about that. So I'm gonna put it in part 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I want to do it for every country. And I think that's the best work, and based on live stream, you can learn from it. So this was the Motivation Monday. Let me know what you think about this quote. If you have questions about things that I'm doing, ask it in the Discord. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be